the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, it'll be no holds barred between NFC North rivals. It's the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. Coming up next.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, it's a black and blue matchup in the NFC North between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Ford Field. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. The Chicago's offense running out, and something they hope to see for years and years to come. Second-year pro Justin Fields leading the way.
And not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, he's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly as both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off of play action, you've got an all-star in the making.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at second and long. Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just one. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Back to throw. Fields. To the sideline. He's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
On first down, Fields. Claypool with another catch. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
They should put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now a give running left with Montgomery. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On first down, it's Fields. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll try to run wide side with Montgomery. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, You can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at about the 14. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Lions will take over. Detroit gets set to go on offense, and it will be the 7th-year pro out of Cal, Jared Goff, leading the attack in his 2nd season as a Lion.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl, and came really within 1 quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's Goff. Wright's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And that's going to be caught downfield by Chuck. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 33. Out of the gun, Goff. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To the air again, Goff. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Now, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Goff now looks to throw. He's got this complete to Williams. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want it to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Here's Goff. Steps away to his left. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Throwing again is Goff. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Back to throw. Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff connecting with DJ Chark. And the Lions post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. From the gun, here's Fields. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right? Whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs. In this case, the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Lovely. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. Byron Pringle, 76 yards. And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw is Goff. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 2nd down, Swift. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Goff. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Bears take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Now it's 2nd and 9. To throw is Fields. That's caught by his tight end, Trevon Wesco. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
He's not quibbling about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Here's Fields. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Goff. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Well, the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A shotgun snap, Fields. He gets this to Jones over the middle. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Byron Pringle. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. .35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Gone. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. This time they stay on the ground, and they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. On the return is Jones. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. Able to hit his target, Claypool. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Now here's Trenton Gill on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense now with the football first here to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
On 2nd down at 4, Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Goff. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Goff now looking to throw. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Once again, it's Swift. He juked him, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up in 14. Drive that time of 6 plays, and it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Fields. Gets around him, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a 1st down. Gotta love that efficiency.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Read option, here's Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Fields going to take this himself. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Back now at Ford Field. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. Now Goff. His throw incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. On the draw, Goff will give this to Swift. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Goff. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. At the 31-yard line. Fields now to throw. Buying time to his... And he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much. Getting outside of the pocket. And it results in a sack. Romeo LaQuara able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And some room to maneuver. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big pickup of 38. Well, we saw David Montgomery lead the nation a few years back in broken tackles when he was at Iowa State. And he's proven to be difficult to bring down in the NFL as well.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. Santos' kick is up and through, and they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. Jackson now to return. So here's Goff and the Lions. Down 17-14. A little under a minute 50 remaining. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Goff. Looking sideline, incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now Goff. St. Brown on the catch. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit first down. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Goff. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it second down.
Bottom line, 2-yard gain's just not going to cut it in this situation. You've got to move the ball downfield in order to have a chance.
Defense will give them that the rest of the way. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. Goff now to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Trying to find Jamison Williams, and it takes us from second to third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. He'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Desperation time for Goff on fourth. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Badgley on for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So the focus now shifts to the Bears, trailing by 4, 26 seconds to go. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Fields. He's got Claypool. Oh, and a nice tackle, a 6-yard pickup, but they need more than that. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Second down at 4. Back to throw, Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. All eyes on Fields. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone. And one last throw here for Fields. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.